Gonna be working on my motorcycle today. It's been at my dad's for about 5 years, and it hasn't started, or I haven't rode it in that long. And he started it up every now and then the first year or two. So really, it's been sitting for over 3 years. Yesterday, I emptied out all the old gas that was in there. I gave it a wash down. Took the seat off because I bought a new seat I'm gonna be putting on. I just had the solo seat, and now I bought a double seat, so I can have a passenger sit on the back. Today I'm gonna be emptying out the oil change, and new filter. Got new spark plugs, a new battery I'm gonna be putting in, and see if I can get this thing fired up. Alright, I got all my parts out. I'm going to do the oil change first. That way all the oil can drip out while I'm putting in the new battery and the spark plugs and whatnot. So I got my synthetic oil, 3 quarts for this 03 Sportster, new spark plugs, new battery, and the oil filter, the chrome one. And these are the 2 seats. I had the solo seat on there first. That's the one that it came with from the factory. I bought this 100th year anniversary double seat on eBay. Alright, let's get to it. I'm going to be using the manual. I've only changed the oil on this bike once, and that was over 5 years ago. So, see how this goes. Alright, working on the oil change. Obviously gotta empty the old oil out first. So your first step is take the dipstick off the oil tank. Come over here, come down here. So this is the hose that you're gonna undo. I already did this. You undo the clamp, boom, loosen it up. I'm gonna move it back here, and then you pull this off. The oil. Alright. Now I'm going to work on some other things while that drains. Alright, while my oil finishes draining out, I'm going to be installing new spark plugs. Not sure if you even needed new spark plugs, but I mean, like I said, it's been sitting for a while, so I don't want to have any problems that I can avoid, especially seeing how these are only like $5. Spark plugs are pretty easy. I mean, there's nothing really to it. It's just a screw, basically. Goes right in here. Hand tighten it first, that way you get in the threads correctly. And then once it's tightened down all the way, just double check your specs on whatever it's supposed to be torqued down to, and then you just put the spark plug cover right over, and then click it down, and then these will be good to go. Alright, so I got both spark plugs hand tightened down in there, just finger tight for now. So I checked the manual. Spark plug torque is 11 to 18 foot-pounds. So I got my torque wrench. I'm going to do 15 pounds right in the middle. Hopefully not too tight. If I feel like I'm getting too tight and I haven't gotten to 15 yet, I'll just stop. a 5/8. I just got a deep socket so it fits right over the spark plug perfectly. This is how I hand tightened it in there. Already got it set to 15 pounds. Starting to get tight. There we go. It's 15 pounds. And then all you do is just put this off. Make sure this is clean. Still clean. And then once you hear the click, that means it's in there. So now I just got to do the same to the other one, and spark plugs will be all set. Got my spark plugs installed. I moved my oil pan to underneath the oil filter that I'm going to be removing now. Got my goldfish bag collecting whatever drips out from there, and alright, time to get this thing off. If you haven't done oil filters before, I would definitely suggest getting something like this. It makes it so much easier, especially sometimes these things are on there super hard. Kind of hard to do in one hand, but yeah, I'm gonna get to this. Alright, here we go. So I was able to budge it loose with this, and now I'm going to take it completely off. As you can see, it's dripping out already, making a mess. Should have washed the bike after I did this. Oh yeah, that didn't help either, so. Alright, well, this is messy, so. Alright, I'm gonna let this drain out while I'll install the new battery. Alright, I installed my battery while the rest of the oil was draining out from where the oil filter goes on. Battery's simple, it's just got two little hookups in the back, and you screw it in, and then you put it in the holder right there for the battery. Alright, so putting the new filter on. Already poured my oil in here. Obviously you want to pour some oil into your oil filter before you put it on. So you take a little bit of your clean oil, just do a light little film right over the gasket here. Alright, there we go. Already cleaned up around here, and all you gotta do now is put that on. Got the oil filter on, tighten down, not too tight. Obviously you do it hand tight, and then like a quarter turn or half turn past that. So that's on. What I did was I poured some of this in the oil tank on the other side, and then once some started coming out of the hose down here, you like a good stream coming out to get all the air out of the system and out of the lines, and then you plug it in real quick while the oil is still coming out, and then you tighten it down. That way you don't have any cavitation or air bubbles in your oil system. So now all I gotta do is finish filling up the oil tank, and we'll be good to go. Alright, so I got 2 quarts in there so far, down to my last one, and in between each quart I'm just checking the level. I know it just needs 3 quarts, but I want to just double check everything, so I don't even have anything on there yet. So now I just gotta be extra careful, and I'll probably fill up half of the bottle in there and then see where we are, and then keep adding a little bit, because obviously you don't want to overfill your oil. It's raining out pretty good right now, so I got the truck inside halfway. Obviously still don't have the windshield installed or the back windshield, so it's alright. I spilled a little gas in the bed of the truck, so it's getting a little washed out, so it's alright. Alright, so I'm done with adding the oil. I actually didn't have to use as much as I thought, so probably, yeah, about a half left in here. You're supposed to measure the oil with the bike upright on level ground. Obviously it's on the kickstand right now, and it's just, you can't really tell, but it's slightly in between the two marks on here. So you got a lower mark and then you got an upper mark right here. It's about just less than half right now, which is good. I like it there. It's gonna stay there, especially since it's not completely leveled, so the oil is gonna go more towards this way. It's gonna give it just that extra amount to be in between the halfway mark. So this is completely on. I got my spark plugs in. I got my new battery hooked up. Boom, boom, boom. All I gotta do is put some gas in and obviously put the seat back on. I might just put the old seat back on, that way I don't get the new one dirty and everything. And see if this thing will fire up.